Cool. I mean, I've been recording for the last 3 minutes, just by the way, just so we're all aware.
What?
What? Little podcast?
I figured this time around, yeah.
The red light's a bit of a giveaway.
Only if you look at it.
That's true. If you don't look at it, it's hard to tell it's
you
there.
can't see.
That's true. You could say that of almost anything, though.
Anything that doesn't make a noise.
Well, that's true.
Didn't think about that no one.
No, I didn't. That's true. It's like that joke I came up with yesterday, you know, the noise bees make. They add that in so you know when there's a bee.
I mean,
Otherwise, how would you know there's a bee?
They had so much of an advantage that evolution decided to disadvantage them slightly.
Yep.
Because evolution goes, I just want to balance everything. So bees, sorry, I'm gonna.
Sorry, bees.
you've got it too easy.
And you know what the
keep
bees
it
said?
buzzy.
Buzz.
Buzz. Oh, fuck, what's that noise? Oh, because it's me.
It's me. It's the bee complaining. I mean, yeah. Shall we just dive straight in and pull a question out? Let's do it.
Please.
I get to go again. Thank you.
The hat remains pink.
That remains pink.
The hat
It's for
remains
dick
pink.
inspectors.
You're saying that in this standalone episode.
In this particular one, it is pink.
Okay. So anyone, if they didn't listen to the previous podcast, and I'm assuming that you're going to release that one first and this one second.
That would make the most sense. Yeah.
It would be funny to not do that.
Definitely now. Oh, it'd be better.
Especially based on this conversation.
Yeah, because you can release this one first.
Yeah.
And then most certainly, I think people are then going to go, well, I want to know what, in God's name, that pink hat thing is about.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, remember in the last...
Maybe I'm thinking, or maybe not.
Do you remember in the last episode where we gave everyone the secret to getting the lottery numbers every time?
Yeah, the secret was 5. 5.
You pick 5 numbers.
What does it say, man? That's a good sign. That's a good
It's
sign.
a long one, but there's a condition in there I just needed to double check again. Okay, all right, it's a good question. It's long, it's got some conditions.
Cool.
And it's also a multi, it's a multi, what's the right word here? Multi-tiered, multi-structured, multi-answer.
Multi-storied question.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's many questions. You are now tiny.
Oh,
And then it says either harrower-sized or borrower-sized.
that's my bad writing. That's borrower.
Borrower-sized. Okay, we'll get into what borrower-sized is in a moment. Maybe it's a term that everyone knows that I don't know and I'll look stupid. What do you do? Okay, sorry. You are now tiny. Borrower-sized. What do you do? Where do you go? How do you defend yourself from the wild?
That was sent in by Sam. Thank you, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
So Borrowers, I don't know if it was a book, but it was or a series of books, but there was definitely a movie with Jim Broadbent and the guy who plays Fred Flintstone. He's in The Big Lebowski as well, but it's Fred Flintstone in my brain.
John Goodman.
Yes, Fred Flintstone.
Mr. Flintstone.
He's a good man.
John.
So Borrowers are like so big, maybe a couple of centimeters tall. They lived in the carpets and in the walls of people's houses.
Yes.
Like all the little bric-a-brac that might go missing, they
Well,
use for...
The scale of borrowers is screwy, right? Because in film, a borrower can have half a scissor and use it as like a mighty war sword. But when a human sees a borrower, it's like an inch tall. And it's like, my scissors are much bigger than that.
What if they were like nail scissors?
Still.
I mean, that's still quite, I don't know.
I mean, if it's an inch big, then
Yeah.
a nail scissors is going to be a bit bigger than an inch. So it's basically, if you're holding the scissors, that's bigger than yourself.
Yes. Which is too big.
Great.
I mean, if you're
Big-
strong enough, you'd be formidable, I guess.
Difficult,
but-
yes, but if.
Cut them in half and then you got like big great sword or
Cut
something.
the borrowers in half.
No, the scissors.
The
Ah,
scissors.
yeah, you have to.
Well, they were in half, that's what I'm saying. So it was
Although,
like a...
Dual wield.
For my money, half a scissors is probably not going to be all that effective, given that they're not amazingly sharp. It's really the two together that has the
Yeah.
potential to cause damage. But then again, if you're facing off against a human who could just literally do that, then
Yeah.
you're screwed one way or the other. But if you're up against, I don't know, like a fly,
Yeah.
fly on the wall, then
Now we have to release this
Yeah.
1 second.
let's just do lots of callbacks to the
Yeah.
episode that's going to come next.
What if we do callbacks to a third episode we don't record?
Sure. Fuck it.
Then Ben did that thing with his mouth.
I'm going to be really unoriginal here and remember Honey, I Shrunk the Kids
Oh yeah.
and think like, well, I remember that they befriended an ant.
Yes.
So that's step one. Ants are strong, and if that movie's anything to go by, they're pretty malleable or convincible or whatever. And get on one of those. That's an ally.
Yeah.
Can take you places.
Ants, are they individualized or do they have like a hive mind?
Well, they do have a hive mind.
So if you befriend one ant, that's many ants.
Well, according to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, this ant had feelings and allegiances,
Wow.
not to ants but to humans. So I don't
Rebel
know.
ant.
Rebel ants.
So worth a try.
Worth a try. Interesting. I think befriending like the local wildlife is a good shout.
But what if it goes wrong?
You got to take
Just
that risk,
run
Ben.
away.
You can't just.
Well, you still have your scissors.
That's
Still got
true.
your scissors.
Yeah.
Or a scissor, I suppose it'd be.
A single scissor.
A single scissor.
That's true. It's pluralized.
Yeah.
Scissors.
Each bit is the scissor,
The scissor.
and then they group together to scissors.
The more you know.
Like sisters.
I'm going to need to see a bit more of. Can I see it from the top? Now I understand.
There you
Thank
go.
you. And now I get the full
You're welcome.
360 of that.
I mean, I would hope that like this has happened because of some experiment or something, and then I just need to get to like the button to press it to become big again.
Right, the button.
Yeah.
The,
To
the
make
unshrink
yourself
button.
big.
Okay.
To be fair, it does. There is also other aspects to this question. Where do you go? What do you do and where do you go? So there's three questions: what do you do, where do you go, and how do you defend yourself against the wild? So I suppose maybe you could say, just, one more time. Hold on. Yeah. What do you do and where do you go are kind of the same question, but I don't know. Anyway.
You could go to the fridge,
Right.
and then you could eat a lot of food.
Yes.
Because like everything will be massive compared to you.
That's true.
So go to your house, because
Yeah.
at least you know your house.
That's true.
Yeah.
Would you? I mean, where is the shrinkening happened?
Here.
Okay, so then I'll stay here. That's where I'll go. Because
Okay.
I know where my things are.
And you know that a big massive human who doesn't know who you are, and also if someone else comes in and
Yeah.
does know who you are, at least they'll go, oh shit, he's really small now.
Something's happened.
Not if they come in here. Finally!
Yes, well, I mean, this is why you have to be kind to people around you, Ben.
Oh,
So they don't stamp on you when you're small.
okay, thanks, Liam.
Oh, we're both quite sticky.
Good advice. We are moist.
Now we share liquids.
God, Jesus.
Again.
By the way, it's roasting in this space,
That's
so we're
why
all a bit
there's-
sweaty and all
That's
of
why
it.
there's a little bit of a fan on in the background.
I think going and finding some food would be cool.
Yeah, I suppose the only risk is if you go to like under the fridge where there's definitely spilt food, there could also be critters there who might not be friendly.
Why am I going for spilt food? I couldn't open the fridge.
How would you open the fridge?
I'd
Ben?
need to wait for someone else to
You'd
open
need
it.
several scissors to open that fridge.
This is why you stay at home, because if you bang into one of your family, how would you alert them? Because obviously their instinct will be to immediately kill you before they know what you are.
That's true.
Maybe you wait till they're asleep, you climb into their ear, and then okay, listen, don't freak the fuck out when you wake up. Like, I know it might sound a bit weird, and you might immediately start digging into your ear. Don't do that, and just go for hope. And then, of course, then you can live in the person's ear, not live, but you can sit in the crook of the person's
Yeah, it looks
ear.
quite comfy.
I've got quite a lot
Could
of
you open the fridge,
piercings.
please?
Yeah.
I could, like, if someone lived in my ear, they've got a little ladder.
Oh yeah, look at that.
They could climb up into my hair
I thought you were
and
gonna
ratatouille me.
They could
Could
ratatouille you.
ratatouille me.
Yeah.
That's how humans work.
Yeah.
Just pull the hair and then...
Yeah, I've lost my person, so I'm not
chop,
really
chop.
sure
You
what I'm
could do
doing.
pull-ups.
Good. On the nose hair.
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah, I think, you'd need to let someone know. There's the trick
You
where you
might
put your
have.
phone in a glass and then it makes the music playing from the phone better.
Not true.
Sounds better.
Not true.
So you could just shout and it could
Louder.
echo.
Okay.
Yeah, louder.
Louder but less clear.
I think
Yeah,
we're
but still louder. And
Like, okay. But then if you've fallen in a cup and no one's there, you're in a cup now.
I think we're getting closer. I think what you need to do is don't take my advice about climbing into someone's ear. That's stupid. But what you can do is find something a bit dirty and a lot of it, roll yourself around in it, and then find like some paper or something and
Yes.
start going, Adam, comma.
To whom it may concern.
You're like, geez, I better telegram this. This is going to be fucking hard to do. And then you try to spell out what's after happening and try to make sure that it's at a big enough legible size. They'll find it. Drag it over to where you know they're going to be looking and, I don't know, maybe bite them or something to wake them up. and I hope to God they read it, believe it,
Yes.
and then go looking for you.
I mean, if you were to wake up, or like, I don't know, let's say you came over this afternoon and there's no one around. You sit down, you come in here, you sit down. There's a little tiny piece of paper in like raggedy dirt type face.
Yes.
Martin, sincerest apologies.
You're not going to believe this.
You wait till boy, was my face red. Sincerest apologies. I appear to be tiny. Send help. Or
It's a suboptimal situation.
yes.
Any assistance given would be greatly appreciated.
Not gonna lie, it's been a day.
But I think once you've got that down, and that's basically the worst bit. Get that bit out of the way.
Yes.
Try to write a really good and convincing. This isn't a joke. This isn't bullshit. I know it might seem like it is. Would you please mind going over to the kitchen table? I'm going to be on the left corner, whatever, some corner by the cup, and find me there. And then could you help me, please?
Yes.
And that's it, really.
A problem shared is a problem halved. So
It's definitely more than halved. It's like basically that's what you need, someone to help.
Yeah.
And then the wild can fuck off. Then you're grand. Then they'll help you out. They'll put you in a little like box or something, or they'll just take you to be studied. But it's better off than trying to go fend. Don't go fucking native. Don't try to like live in the wild.
No, that would be crazy. Like,
Stupid question.
I've got a petri dish I can live in.
What dollhouse?
Dollhouse. I don't
Live
know.
in a dollhouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get them to buy you a dollhouse.
We don't need to buy a petri dish because I already have a petri dish. I don't have a dollhouse.
Right, you're going to live in a see-through
No, I'll get curtains.
round.
I'd love
dish.
to live in a round house.
It's a really good point though. Like,
Jonathan
we're all
Creek.
set up for this.
Yeah.
Just get a dollhouse.
Yeah.
And like a little doll bed. Yeah, it'd be grand.
Okay, I'll do that then.
And also with the internet, if they like with miniaturization, they can make you a tiny little baby laptop. And,
true.
and then you can
Raspberry
just
Pi.
like work remotely with a tiny little camera. And then people will think like you jump on calls, and from their point of view, you look as big
You're
as
just
anyone
normal.
else.
Yeah.
Oh, Liam, you appear to have got some sort of macro
Become an
filter on
influencer.
your...
Then you become an influencer.
Could do. I would call it
Tiny Liam.
tiny... Yeah. Don't overthink it.
I mean, you're called Liam Guitar, so
Yeah, it's true, yeah. Yeah. Tiny, instead of LT guitars.
Tiny Taylor.
Tiny Taylor, TT.
Titty.
Careful now. World's smallest OnlyFans.
the thing is that it wouldn't work. Oh no, it would work if you're tiny and you're doing something with someone big. You can't do something with someone tiny, otherwise it won't look any different.
Have you
No,
seen
that's
Gen V?
I have seen the scene.
Yeah, we were all thinking that. Visceral.
Actually, I started thinking that the moment I saw you become tiny.
Well,
Is this the biggest one you've ever seen, or what? I
mean-
mean, through context.
I made my wife watch that series, and that was the scene I was most looking forward to. I was like, there's a scene that's going to bug you, and actually, she found it rather funny. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, it's like episode 2. Watch Gen V. It sounds like it's going to be shite. It's not too bad. Episode 2.
Yeah.
You'll know the scene when you see it.
I sort of preferred that series to The Boys, if I'm honest. Like, because The Boys was, and I maintain this with the most recent series, kind of just frustrating to watch. In a way, because it's just evil people getting away with being the worst.
I thought this season was the best one since the first one. I found 2 and 3 frustrating for exactly the
Yeah.
reasons you said. It's like holding pattern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I did sort of prefer this one, but like Gen V, I thought was I really quite liked that because I think there was a little the characters were a little more redeemable because they weren't complete people yet, right? Because they're students. Some of them have only just got their
They haven't
powers.
just been like, this is me now.
They're not completely irredeemable. Some of them will probably turn out to be evil, and I think the final scene with this isn't spoilers, but without the final scene of like The Boys season 3 and sort of implies we're going to see some of these people from Gen V become awful, but like, yeah, I don't know. I just sort of prefer, I thought it was such a strong idea, and I thought Gen V kind of captured the idea in a more compelling way for me.
I'm amazed because when I heard it, I was like, "Oh God, give me a break!" It's not this rubbishy spin-off that'll go one season.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, it's really. I think it's kind of like unexpectedly strong.
Yes,
Just
definitely.
good writers. And
Yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
good actors too.
Yeah.
I think they're doing another spin-off with
Oh, really?
Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy
Okay.
and Stormfront before she became Stormfront.
I heard about that, yeah.
Well, she was...
Interesting.
It's weird because The Boys, as far as I'm concerned, is one of Ennis's like way less good comics compared to some of the other ones he's
Right.
done.
Okay.
It's amazing they've got so much material out of it.
Yeah.
The comic is... Yeah, it's very different, and it's not as good as the TV
Not
series
anywhere near
is.
as good, yeah.
Obviously, that's taking that satirical of comic books and all the stuff that's happening at that time, whereas now it's satirical of Marvel and DC and oversaturation and all of that sort of stuff, and the world that we live in
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I really liked what we do in the Shadows, the movie, compared to the TV series. The TV series has nowhere near the right to be as good as it is,
Yeah.
based on still a good thing,
Yeah.
but a good thing spawned something fantastic.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree.
true.
It
Yeah.
it was also unexpectedly good. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we rewatched the movie What We Do in the Shadows, and because I think I'd seen it so long ago, like I didn't remember it being as good as it was. I was pleasantly surprised by how good it was, but it feels quite different to the TV series in a handful of ways. But yeah.
Feels like 3 alright episodes
Yeah.
mushed together.
Yes.
I'm feeling a bit guilty for the listener.
Now they'll be on the top of this. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Sort of like
You shouldn't feel bad.
You ain't got to worry about them.
this is the thing we were supposed to do in the pub later, and we've broken the format of your podcast.
What, by deviating slightly from the question.
Although I'm going to confidently say that I think we have the answer, which is grab a human you know,
Yes.
cover yourself in muck, write out a nice note.
Yeah, I
with
think.
good punctuation, nice and big, and then you're set. Then you're grand.
Yeah.
If you can get to your phone and try and unlock that, you could text.
I don't know if I could unlock my phone.
Yours is you need
I've
to
got
do
to
the pattern,
make a
don't
shape.
you?
Like I wouldn't be able to be big enough to like swipe
swipe
and make
all
the
the way.
shape.
Facial recognition might not be that great, and certainly not thumbprint.
Yes.
So, like, but you might be able to kind of go like, to like activate the phone, and then like quickly run over to the 2, run over to the 8.
Mine's got one of those ones where you have to kind of hold it and draw the. Oh, no, so I could just
Grab your hands and just like walk
I
backwards.
could just drag my ass along it like I've got one. This is just the most straightforward way.
This phone screen is rather dirty at this stage.
I've had a day.
I've had a day. No, I think you're absolutely right. I think you've got to alert the
I mean,
closest
you've become famous.
normal-sized human.
I mean, like basically, you got
I
it
think so.
made. All you got to do is just get that one bit out of the way, and then you're going to be this famous tiny person. You become an influencer. I mean, almost certainly.
yeah.
You know, so unless you got no personality, in which case just be tiny and weird, but still famous. You can write a memoir.
You'll save a lot of
Yes.
money.
Will I?
But you won't. You think
Food's
about
gonna
the
cost.
Food is going to
Food
be
will cost less.
A
That's
grain
true.
of rice will do you the week.
But then I've got to spend all that money on macro lenses in order to be seen by a camera.
Yeah, but that's money that you've saved on food.
And think about how far a gram of ketamine will go. You know.
That's true.
You'll burst.
I'll burst and I'll live stream it. Yeah, I agree. We got to find a person.
Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. Answered.
Bosh, take that hat. This one. The hat is still pink, just by the way.
Hasn't changed in the last 21 minutes. I always worry when there's a pause.
Oh dear. What's he going to say?
So I can say this out loud.
Okay.
I can't infer meaning from it.
Okay.
Who would you like to put on money?
Someone wrote it down wrong.
Who would you like to...
Like.
Oh no, who'd you
instead
just
of
put on money?
Yeah.
As in like your face on the
Like
on
the Queen or the King of the people.
Not like who would you like to gamble on?
Yeah.
Who would you like to put money on?
I think I probably would have understood what it meant had you not prepared me to be confused.
Okay. Like, I would like to put money on cheese and crackers,
Yeah.
10.15 at Croydon. I don't know. Like, that's where they have the horse races.
I put my money on Tom Hardy. I don't know what the stakes are or what exactly
Yeah,
I
that's
want
a
him
good
to
bet.
do.
But
Putting
a
it-
Good bet.
Yeah, he's my guy.
Who would you like to put on the money?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
Who would you like to put on the money?
there's different people on each of the notes.
Yes.
So there's 5, 10, 20 and 50.
Yep.
We could elect one person per thing.
I mean, like, instantly my mind immediately goes to like, what is the maximum amount of trolling I could do? So like maybe putting Katie Price on like a 50 or something in the UK and just watching everyone go completely berserk about it. There's so much potential for edgelord humor here. I'm just
You could really mess with people.
I mean, I just thought Brian Blessed because I think he's cool.
Yeah.
Brian Blessed on a 5.
On a 5.
Why not? I see him all the time.
See him every day.
I'm good with that. Brian Blessed on a 5.
Hold on. Actually, it's interesting that you thought he shouldn't be on a 5. What price do you think he's worth?
Well, I thought
Is that how it works? Does the best person
The value of the...
go on the 100 or whatever?
But then you never see them.
Yeah, but maybe that's part of the exclusivity.
Maybe there's like a £500 note no one's ever seen, but it's got like the face of the head of the Illuminati or whoever's pulling all the bank strings, someone we don't know about, unless you're super rich, in which case you see him anyway.
Because he's you.
Because he's you, Murdoch. If Murdoch listened to this podcast, I don't want to know.
I think Brian should be on a 20.
Fair enough.
20 Brian, yeah.
20 Brian, because I think... I don't want to say there's anyone better than Brian Blessed, but there's got to be someone who are 50. I'd like to see Brian Blessed more than I see a £50 note. So a 20 I think is all right, because you get to see him a bit and the value's on there.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Thank you.
I don't see a lot of money these days because it's all on the internet now, isn't it? The money. I would like every time I send an invoice to receive a remittance notice and a photo of someone's face, just to get that feeling of like faces on money.
Okay. Whose face?
Well, it depends on who's sending it, I would imagine. If I've invoiced Brian Blessed, then I want to see his face. It's the only time I get to see human faces is when I send invoices.
I'd like to put Jimmy Carter on like the US 1.
Yeah?
Yeah, that'd be good. Just because, you know.
Fan of Carter?
Just because of how much irritation it would cause so many people.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I mean, I went through my head and I was like, well, I can't say that. I can't say that. Jimmy Carter, everyone hates him.
Oh,
in the States.
You can say a lot of stuff here.
Oh, I'm sure I can. Yeah.
What if we put Jimmy Carr on the US $1?
I was thinking,
I did
the
think you were
Queen.
going to say Jimmy Carr.
I was thinking, if you put the Queen or someone else, like, maybe like the Ayatollah or something on the one.
Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
Gaddafi,
Saddam Hussein,
why not?
Go to classic. Yeah.
Classic Saddam. I'm looking forward to like 30 years from now, like when there's historical figures but people don't have the context of what they did or who they were. Like how Che Guevara's on like t-shirts and stuff now. We're a bit like, what are you getting at by wearing this t-shirt? Like, are you a fan? Are you just wearing a t-shirt? Like 30 years from now, there could just be, I don't know, Gaddafi on a t-shirt. Be like, he's a funny looking man.
There's been a real resurgence for Gaddafi.
I've been on a real Gaddafi one recently.
It seems to be that way.
Why have I been on a Gaddafi one?
I don't want to probe into that, to be honest with you, because I feel like we don't have enough time to go into the real root of the problem. I will need 4 Brian Blesseds an hour for you to unpack all of that.
That's pretty good.
I don't even know what I'm going to say. I was going to say I put my face on all money.
All of your money.
Just so, like,
rub it.
Just so that, I don't know, I imagine that would benefit me in some way.
If someone
Well,
robbed you...
banknotes have cocaine on them. So you could get a lot done.
Oh, because my face on those notes is going to be sort of like a part of my actual face. So anything that happens, like if anyone snorts me coke, like I'll be like, oh, someone's snorting coke. I'll just get a bit of that.
You get some by proxy.
Yeah. So
you
transports over
get
to me.
your 0.5%.
And I could just, like, if someone's eating something and I like the look of it, and for some reason they're also holding money, I can just like take a bite real quick.
What are you doing? Oh, faces on money.
Just sort of psychic transference through having your face on money.
I can see everything. I'm basically God at that point because I
Yeah.
can see everything. I can see
would be
all
cool.
transactions.
You would deserve to be on the money.
I would be on the money
You would be on the
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
because I know everything.
Be the money.
Buzz.
I like the idea of putting Katie Price on
Yeah,
on
like
a
Katie
fiver
Price
just to
on
annoy
5.
people.
Yeah. Thing is, though, would you put Katie Price on a 20? Like how I'm being a bit mean here, but maybe Katie Price on a 5. I'd love that just because the Sun would go crazy, or maybe they'd love it. I don't know. I don't know what the Sun think.
They'll
I know
have
they're-
some
I-
unhinged
I
reaction,
know
like
they're
one way or another.
I know they've got like. Well, she's been on the Sun a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, Katie Price on a 5.
Kate Price on a 5.
Yeah.
Brian Blessed on a 20.
So 10, 50.
10 and a 50.
10 and a 50. I think it'd be really funny to have like a not particularly well-known historical figure from a different country for similar antagonistic reasons.
Just a total randomer,
Like
someone of no consequence.
Or someone of no consequence, like Scott Joplin. Let's put Scott Joplin on the 10.
Yeah. Nice
And
one.
then one in every 50 people will go, boy, that's entertaining. Everyone
Yeah.
would laugh.
I mean,
and that's- yeah.
just to say, just in case,
Just in
someone didn't
case.
understand.
Yes.
Like you're not saying Scott Joplin is of no consequence.
No, that's true. Yeah, no, I find him very
Entertaining, yeah.
Yeah.
Could we have...
I find him very Maple Leaf Rag. The other Scott Joplin song.
He's a musician.
There we go.
He is a symphony, which
Yes,
I've never heard, to be fair.
Scott Joplin Symphony.
Matt Berry on the 50.
Fine. Yeah,
Because I think that almost at any point of Matt Berry's life, he looks like a bit of a historical figure.
yeah.
So people might not even notice.
Would it be Matt Berry as Matt Berry, or Matt Berry as one of his many famous characters?
I think Matt Berry is Matt Berry, but dressed up fancy because, you know, that
it's fancy.
this picture's going to be on
going
the money.
Yeah, okay.
So it was
What if
good suit.
What if you could have your own face on money when you own the money? Because going to say, because then if someone
Customizable
steals,
money.
if someone steals the money,
And their face would be on it.
yeah, so you couldn't prove, hey, that's my money. Prove it's got my face on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think that through a little bit more. It's a bit unworkable.
That's what the podcast is.
Yeah.
I'm just
I mean,
working
just
through
like,
some demons.
You know, it is something that gets transferred from person to person.
What if you could just print your own money?
Yeah.
Why haven't we tried this?
Let me just say personalized money. Yeah, it's a non-starter, really, isn't it?
The same as how like, okay, there's a bit in The Simpsons where like, you have like customizable checkbooks. I don't know if that's a real thing because we don't really use checkbooks anymore. But like the checkbook could be themed, or you could have like a monogram or like a catchphrase or something on your checkbook. So you could have like every person gets a certain amount of money put into circulation, and you get your face and your catchphrase on the money.
Right.
I think that would be fun.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No, quite right.
He needed to
Quite
stop.
right.
I think we should go a little longer. Just like let's get some material. We talked about television for 20 minutes.
We did.
Oh, that program's good. And if you haven't seen the program, like, what in God's name are they talking about? I think, although that's my fault. I mean, I take
No,
full
they'll
responsibility
go
for
away
that
and
one.
watch it. It's fine.
This is from Greg.
Hello, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Which character from advertising would you trust as Prime Minister?
From advertising.
From advertising.
From adverts or advertising.
So I guess like Crazy Frog, the ambassador from Ferrero
Ambassador,
Rocher.
that's a good one, yeah. Is there a king? Is there a kingy type or an emperor type of mascot?
Mr. Clean is a bit like an emperor.
Well, he's pretty good, yeah. Mr. Clean.
Oh, I had a good one, and then I thought about Joe Camel and thought, that'd be funny.
Sure can.
Barry Scott.
Barry Scott as PM. Do you think he'd be? Well, he does a lot of cocaine, so that'd probably help.
So I got that done.
He's dead, which is a negative.
He's not dead.
Barry Scott is dead.
Barry Scott's not dead.
Barry Scott died so long ago. I'm very sorry.
Maybe he should be on money. As a dead Prime Minister and everything.
I see. Yes.
Yeah, any person we nominate also ends up on the money.
They'd have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That just makes sense. Characters from advertising. Who else have we got?
I don't see enough adverts.
I haven't seen. So
Oh!
no, it's not an uplifting Google. Is it?
No, he's. Oh.
Yes. Don't Google it.
Okay, yeah, Barry Scott's no longer with us. So not Barry Scott.
Not Barry Scott.
I mean, the Go Compare guy, because he's just got one thing that he does.
That's true.
I assume that he'll just keep doing that as Prime Minister. And if he did, that's why I'm nominating him. But if he like has his own personality and he's actually, then I don't care.
We've already had the wombat from the meerkats. That was Boris Johnson. Yeah. Because he looked a bit like the wombat, I suppose, in a way. We could have the meerkats. I assume they come as two.
That's America. They've got the Russian powers.
Oh, he's very good.
Hey,
He's very good. Look at
little
that.
meerkats on there. Oh.
Silence.
Alexei Mikatsky. I don't know his name.
I don't think it's Mikatsky.
No.
Nominative determinism. Wait, no, it'd be the opposite of... No, never mind. I pulled on that thread, there's nothing there.
Are you okay?
No.
I like the idea of the Go Compare man.
Because I just think like that's among the most annoying possible people you could choose to be Prime Minister, given that you have to listen to Prime Ministers a lot. And it'd be really funny on a Wednesday during Prime Minister's questions that the answer to everything is Go Compare.
Would the power of comparison be helpful?
I was going to say,
He knows some genius way we can maneuver him into actually being effective.
he knows all of the stuff, and that's how he can compare it. So he can find the best stuff.
God,
I don't know if he can. I think he just really, really advocates for comparing. That's what I think his deal is. I think he's a mindless zombie who just says go compare. I love the concept of comparison, but I don't think he has. I don't think there's anything going on inside.
There was a years ago, Dan Harmon had a podcast, and one of the many characters that arose through this podcast was MC Gun Control. MC Gun Control didn't take a side. He was just raising awareness over the conversation around gun control. He was neither pro nor anti.
People are talking about it.
He just wanted people to talk about it. It's a very similar idea. So the name isn't misleading. The one little flaw. I like the idea of Go Compare as PM because, Mr. Chancellor, I've seen your fiscal policy and I would like to go compare it with this fiscal policy, and you end up with the best one. The problem with Go Compare is that people pay to be on that website and have their products or services promoted as the best one for whatever reason.
And unfortunately, he's a tad lazy, so he tends to always go for the first option that sits above the fold. But I don't know. But maybe not. Maybe you are making a compelling case, because if he has got, literally, if his one superpower is he's good at comparing things with other like things, that is a lot of possibly a superpower.
Yeah.
You know, like, so yeah, maybe.
But if you take it to the nth degree, he could compare not just like things, but unlike things, so be able to think outside the box. Like, I've seen the budget for this year, but I've also seen my mother's teapot. And what that has taught me is that an alternative to doing this would be this. Like, he'd think outside the box.
He could go all iRobot and be like, well, I've compared the having people, and it'd be better and cheaper if everyone was just dead. So then they just go and...
We found the problem with the Go Compare guy.
And they Asimov, yeah.
Well, he need to also be, like, convincing, because he might know what... Unless he can, like, deliver the statistics or something. But if he just has to go and say, well, you know, to his cabinet, I've compared things because I know everything because I can compare anything, or at least things that have been uploaded to Go Compare. I don't know if that's a limitation or not.
I mean, that was the original draft of the advert. I think it didn't scan very well.
But let's just imagine he can actually compare anything. And if you suggest him, here's my proposition or my proposed legislation, and he'll go right, and then his brain immediately goes, phew, and he's like, I now know every single thing that can be compared with this.
Right.
And he then comes back and goes, well, you know, on balance. Unless he's a racist, in which case he'll be, you know, biased. But like,
yeah, I mean,
but then he has to convince the public that that's actually people are like, well, how do we know that you know that is the thing that is the best thing to choose?
But wouldn't they just trust him because he's the Go Compare guy?
That's a good question. I mean, he's a very consistent brand.
Yeah.
Maybe people do. Yeah, I guess he just needs to show.
And maybe
look, I've done. Like, if you just let me choose one thing, I'll show that it is the best possible thing.
I think the thing with politics that gets forgotten is a lot of the time it's more about making a decision and staying the course. And if you try to please everyone, you're not going to have any kind of constructive society or economy. So actually, you just got to pick a route and go for it. Which is why capitalism at this point doesn't work, because it's not even really capitalism.
Is that the best thing that we want to necessarily convince our new superpowered leader with a funny moustache?
What I'm saying is, he already...
That was a
made-
Hitler reference.
Oh,
Oh yeah, there's a danger there.
because of the moustache.
Well, you just said, this is the course, we've got to stick to it.
Yeah,
But if
I
we
mean, it's-
trust him enough to do that based on his background, maybe he does know what's best.
I mean, as we all know, like data is not reality. Data
Yes.
is just stuff you can look at, and then obviously you apply your own kind of biases
Yeah.
to it, and you pick out of it what you want to see and what you want to read. So Go Compare Man could be just an absolute crazy person, total racist.
But if we were all on board...
I don't know, this...
We're all on board. Yeah, true. I mean, like he's a good, effective politician. If we were all horrible like him,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. I think
It's just
he's
about
worth a
trust,
shot.
I think. I think he's definitely worth a shot.
God, that one-liner. Jesus, we got some
I
mileage
think
out of that.
we
didn't
should, okay, but we should keep an eye on the man.
Yeah.
Which character from advertising would you like to keep an eye on, the man?
Not Churchill, because he just says yes to everything.
Oh, yes.
See?
The dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of your listeners are in the UK? Like what percentage, roughly, if you know?
I think a little over half.
Okay, that's good.
So mostly, yeah.
What about Mr. Muscle?
I thought about him as well. I was
Like the 90s Mr. Muscle,
weedy
the little
guy.
little weedy guy. He could be the vice
I was going to say, he's got a bit of a
vice prime minister.
the vice minister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the voice.
He's got a bit of a Rees Mogg vibe to him, I think.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm kind of pleasantly surprised that I really am struggling to think of like characters from adverts. Like I thought of like Flat Eric, and I was like,
What about the 4 from Channel 4?
oh yeah, well
The big robot one.
The big
robot
4.
one. Big Robot 4.
Oh, I'd love to be ruled by the number 4.
There you go. We don't
4 more years.
4 more years.
The election cycle's been moved up because it's thematic. Yep.
Keeps consistently prioritizing and showing favoritism towards things that are divisible by 4.
Yep. And
Yeah.
it loves golf.
Right, I like it.
No, so-
We're gonna
Why did that take me so long to get? For God's sake.
big
Because it
robot.
wasn't very good as a joke.
But I should have released God. I feel a bit stupid now.
That's fine. This podcast will
Place
do
golf. Just cut out the bit where
that. Just cut the reaction.
cut everything where I look even remotely stupid.
Done.
Big Robot 4.
Big Robot 4.
Oh, I think I don't know. Okay, so it's either Go Compare guy because it's a very, very valid experiment at this stage.
Yes, I
It could
think
go
so.
many different ways, or just the Channel 4 logo, which is just unknowable, really.
The unknowable 4.
Yeah.
I mean, we've become ruled by a sentient hat, so that how different could a 4 really be? That was nice. Chaps, I have 2 tarts to choose from, which we'll get to in a minute. Martin, would you like to tell the lovely folks where you are, where you can be found? For context, this episode might come out 2 months from now.
Okay. I'm pretty certain I'll still be on YouTube.
Yep.
I have a music YouTube channel, and I talk about some other things apart from music. And my name on YouTube is Tantacrul, Tantacrul, and you can find me there. Some other places you can find me, but you probably wouldn't be too interested unless you're a MuseScore or Audacity user. But beyond that, yeah, just the good stuff's on YouTube. Check it out.
Very good. Ben, same.
In 2 months,
Sure.
I won't be here.
Okay, where will you be?
I'll be on the moon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Happiness is all about achievable goals, I found. So, yeah, okay.
I'll be on the moon.
And what
But you
about-
can follow me on Instagram, Spike Pearson, Pierson, and see me on the moon.
Yep.
If I'm not on the moon, I'll be on Instagram.
Those are the 2 places.
Cooking food, making food, eating food, doing things. Might be on holiday again. Who knows?
On the moon.
Is your Instagram about food?
It's what I eat a lot of.
I mean, there wasn't a question, but I was just, So it's not a food themed.
It's not a food themed, but I don't know.
Percentage-wise,
I
it is
mean, I
largely food.
I felt silly saying it's me on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
My Instagram has more followers than the podcast does.
Not anymore.
Did this morning when I checked.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So one could be if they stumble across your Instagram, one could be forgiven for thinking it's a food Instagram.
Yeah,
That's
I
what you're saying.
put
Okay.
a lot of
so.
food. I like
Yeah.
cooking, and I thought, fuck it, might as well take some pictures of this
Yep.
After it's been cooked, or
after it's been cooked.
not like recipes,
Sometimes during the cooking bit.
which is kind of like a recipe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made Michelle Brazier a cloud egg.
You did. I'm pretty sure she ate it.
She thought it was fucking hilarious.
It was hilarious. There's an egg in her dressing room. Of course it's hilarious.
Didn't make me an egg.
Ben?
Okay. When I come and see you next, I'll bring you a cloud egg.
Okay, I don't know what a cloud egg is, but I'll take it. Thank you.
Nor did she, and she was very pleased.
Yes. There are no eggs on my Instagram at LT Guitarist, and I plan to keep it that way. I also plan to not go to the moon.
Let's spam Liam's Instagram with eggs.
I'd rather be egged with spam. I think I plan to never go to the moon. I think I'd find it overwhelming.
Okay.
Yep. Just the logistics of it seem.
We're going to the moon. I might find it overwhelming. Pretty legit.
Yeah, I think it's.
Why not? Yeah, sure.
spent 10
I guess
minutes-
that's what most people would say.
I was supposed to be going to Chiswick, so I ended up at the moon, spent 10 minutes screaming, and would like to come home now.
That's fair.
All in all, 2 out of 10. LT Guitarist is where I am. Yes, I'm on YouTube. I do hang out on Instagram and Threads most of the time. The podcast is at Convo Hat Podcast if you want to see us talking rather than hear us talking, although you can do both at the same time.
Yes.
Yes, if you turn the speaker on.
And you're also on my YouTube as well.
I am on your YouTube.
So if you like
as well.
Liam, come to my YouTube channel.
Yes, that's good advice. Very good advice. I have 2 titles to choose from. Vice Minister, and which got a good reaction, and Gaddafi on a $1 note.
I felt that there was a lot of material for, like, for example, Go Compare Man as Prime Minister, but like, I don't know. I kind of read him again. I remember the second one. What was the first one again?
Vice Minister.
Vice Minister.
There's something
That's
about
a
the Vice
tricky
Minister.
one because if someone, because it's very funny. I like Vice Minister, but I think like without that context, someone would go, Vice Minister? They mean Prime Minister? Jeez, what a bunch of idiots.
But then they'll listen to it.
Then they listen to it. Will they though? Is that
Sure.
got enough WTF?
What about...
What I found in general is that the title is not enough to compel someone to listen. They're
Right.
either going to listen or not.
What about Gaddafi on a $1?
The $1?
On a $1.
Just $1.
Just
Shrunk
$1.
down to be really
Just a very
small.
small borrower-sized Gaddafi.
Yeah, and his tactic was, I'll stand on a $1. Someone will pick it up.
It's true.
You could do better, but it's not the worst idea.
Hey, you've picked me up with the $1. Could you grab my large golden gun as well?
He's written the note on the $1. That's what he's done.
That's what he's done.
He probably didn't write it on the $1 because he wouldn't be able to read it. He probably sellotaped. He found some sellotape and he stuck
Yes.
it on. And then he's like, someone will pick up a $1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it normal size sellotape?
It was something that he used to stick the piece of paper that he wrote the thing
Some
on.
sort of
Yeah.
goo. Okay.
Jism.
Yeah.
Jism.
He used his jism. It took a long time.
He's very tired sometimes.
Canonical.